Welcome to another Black History Fact. This one is about Annie Turnbo Malone. Annie Turnbo Malone was one of the first Black millionaires in the United States. Annie Minerva Turnbo was born in Metropolis, Illinois on August the 9th, 1869. She was the daughter of Robert and Isabella Turnbo, who were both former slaves. Annie was the 10th of 11 children. Both of her parents died at an early age, and Annie went to live with her older sister. She attended school in Peoria, Illinois. She took a particular interest in chemistry. However, due to frequent illness, she was forced to withdraw, and she never finished high school. While out of school, she grew fascinated with hair and hair care, and she often practiced hairdressing with her sister. With expertise in both chemistry and hair care, Turnbo began to develop her own hair care products. While experimenting with hair and different hair care products, she developed and manufactured her own line of non-damaging hair straighteners, special oils, and hair stimulant products for Black women. She named her new product Wonderful Hair Grower. In 1902, Turnbo moved to St. Louis, where she and 3 employees sold her hair care products door to door. Due to the high demand for her product in St. Louis, Turnbo opened her first shop in 1902. In 1902, she married Nelson Pope. They divorced in 1907. On April 28, 1914, Annie Turnbo married Aaron Eugene Malone, who was a former teacher and religious book salesman. One of her selling agents, Sarah Breedlove Davis, who would later be known as Madam C.J. Walker, operated first in St. Louis and later in Denver, Colorado, until a disagreement led her to leave the company. There is a dispute about the products developed by Madam C.J. Walker and whether she took the Poirot formula to start her own line. Either way, Turnbo went on to copyright her products under the name Poirot. In 1918, she established Poirot College, a cosmetology school and center. Poirot College was the first educational institution in the United States dedicated to the study and teaching of Black cosmetology. This facility included a manufacturing plant, a retail store, business offices, an auditorium, dining and meeting rooms, a roof garden, dormitory, gymnasium, bakery, and a chapel. Poirot College served the Black community as a center for religious and social functions. The college's curriculum addressed the whole student. Students were coached on personal style for work, on walking, talking, and a style of dress. From 1919 to 1943, Malone served as board president of the St. Louis Colored Orphans Home. She had donated the first $10,000 to build the orphanage's new building in 1919. By the 1920s, Annie Turnbo Malone had become a multimillionaire. It is reported that in 1924, she paid income tax of nearly $40,000, reportedly the highest in Missouri. She also gave away a lot of money to the local Black YMCA and to the Howard University College of Medicine in Washington, D.C. Her business thrived until 1927 when her husband filed for divorce. He had served as president of the company, so he demanded half of the business's value, claiming that his contributions had been integral to its success. The divorce suit forced Poirot College into a court-ordered receivership. Annie received support from her employees and powerful figures such as Mary McLeod Bethune, and she was able to negotiate a settlement of $200,000, which ultimately affirmed her as the sole owner of Poirot College, and the divorce granted. After the divorce, Turnbo moved most of her business to Chicago's South Parkway, where she bought an entire city block. Unfortunately, other lawsuits followed, and in 1937, a former employee filed suit claiming credit for Poirot's success. To raise money for the settlement, Annie sold her St. Louis property. Her business continued to thrive, although it was largely reduced. On May 10, 1957, Annie Turnbo suffered a stroke and died at Chicago's Providence Hospital. At the time of her death, her estate was valued at $100,000. Be sure to follow us across social media at Typical Black Women. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe and share this playlist.